Hi everyone, welcome back to Faith Wings. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Amber.
And together God is helping us soar. So today I picked the verse. I picked Philippians 4:13. And the reason I chose this verse was because I've been seeing it everywhere lately. Not everywhere, but in several different places. And it really resonated with me when I finally looked it up. And so I think I saw it on a bumper sticker, and then I saw it on a guy. It was like tattooed on him.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, I hear you, God. I'll look this up and see what it is. And I looked it up, and it's like, I don't know, it's a great one for, I think, everyone right now, especially like how we were just talking about spiritual warfare going on.
You're right.
And just a good reminder of like, even when things are tough, like, we can get our strength through Christ.
True.
So if you're okay with it, I'll just jump into it and read it.
Dig in, Melissa. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is in Philippians. Paul is in jail or prison. And so he's like trying to find the strength to continue. And so Philippians 4:13 says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength." So it's a pretty short one. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, my initial thoughts would be, I love that it is short.
Yeah.
Because it's a reminder we can do all things through Christ. So the big point there is through Christ. Not on our own. Not through our phones or through TV or through the Bible. It's through Christ.
True.
I like that.
I do too, and that's a good point. And it's almost like kind of like how you remind me and others around us to give it to God. It's kind of like, remember, it's like you're not by yourself with these things. True. Like you can give it to Christ and he will strengthen you. And it strengthens you by giving it to God.
Yeah.
You know, because when you're no longer worrying about something.
You're right. It makes you a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Knowing that you don't have to worry or handle it on your own.
Yeah. And it brings like another sense of peace, I feel like.
That's true. And I think another important point to bring up would be it's not just through Christ by us giving it to him. It's also we can do anything through Christ who strengthens us because we're trying to be like Christ.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? So when we start thinking about the Bible and how to do things, and, you know, I've started like, whenever I'm doing something, what would Jesus say if he were here right now? You know? Yeah. Like, you start doing things a little differently.
That's true. And I didn't think about this verse in that way. But you're right. Like, if we follow Christ's example, we naturally get stronger. Yeah. Because he teaches us how to be stronger in our faith and how to be stronger people in general and be good people.
And And do unto others as we would have them do unto us.
Yeah.
You know, all of those things. I like this verse a lot because it reminds you of a lot.
It does.
A lot of the different aspects, you know?
It like summarizes everything so well.
Yes.
I feel like.
It sums it all up into one short sentence.
Yeah. If you're okay with it, I would love to read a couple of verses ahead because I feel like Paul,
absolutely,
it kind of brings even more context to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this is, I believe this is NIV, right? No, NLT. This is the NLT Bible.
New Living Translation, yeah.
Yeah, and so this is Philippians 4:10 is where I'm going to start.
Okay.
And it says, "How I praise the Lord that you are concerned about me again. I know you have always been concerned for me, but you didn't have the chance to help me. Not that I was ever in need, for I have learned how to be content with whatever I have. I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. I have learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it is with a full stomach or empty, with plenty or little, for I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me." So that was 10 through 13. And I like this context because it also reminds us that, like, yes, Christ is there for us in the bad times, but he's also there for us in the good times.
Right. Right. So it just reminds us that he's, like, we should be praising him not only in the good times, but also in the bad.
Right.
You know, it could go both ways. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Like, we need him whether we're having a good day or a bad day. We still need him.
Right. And it reminds me of, I forget what verse it is, but Jesus talks about how important it is to have that foundation for your faith.
Yeah. Yeah.
For when the bad times come. That way, like, you're not shaken so much.
True. True.
I wish I knew which verse it was, but
I think it's in Matthew and Mark, but I know what you're,
yeah, it's like a parable, right?
Yeah. It's the one about planting your seeds and...
Yeah.
Something I recently read or saw also said that that we were all, like, born with Christ in us already. And when we believe and choose to believe and start growing our spiritual growth, Jesus' seed inside of us then starts, like, rooting and will really transform our bodies. Isn't that cool?
Wow, that's amazing. And it makes sense. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think the parables that he says are also very literal. Like, they're very real, you know, like that. Like, when we do start recognizing him, then we start seeing him places. Like, I'm sure Bible verses were everywhere around me, but that seed wasn't awakened in me, so I never saw it.
Right. And now you do, right?
Yeah, now I do. And now I'm like, okay, this is weird. This is tattooed on the guy's wrist. Like, and I just saw this the other day, you know? So it's almost, I don't know. We talked about this before where they're like little treats, but like my eyesight has changed because that seed is growing.
Yes.
You know, to reference what you were saying.
You are being transformed.
Right. In a very literal sense. Like our brains are too, I think.
Yes. Just like, you know, we had talked about, I saw that scientific study that reading the Bible actually changes the neuro something in your brain.
Like the neurochemistry?
Yes.
I totally believe that.
Changes it. Yeah.
I 100% believe it. Like, and you know, it's weird. I wish scientists would study that more, because I guarantee that there are things changing.
You could look into.
That would be awesome. I've been wanting so badly to connect spirituality with science, because no one's looking at it. Yeah.
Now, like,
I know, that would be great. Yeah, I'll have to think about that.
So I wouldn't just think about it, but you should start praying about it.
I should.
Maybe that is something that, wow, Melissa, maybe that is something you could do, and then you would truly love what you're doing.
I would too. Because, I mean, like, it has to have benefits, right? Like, even over the past year, looking at how much we've both transformed.
How much we've grown in the last year, yeah.
And, like, mothering and, like, seeing our children grow. Like, it's so important for kids to also, like, have this.
Yes.
In their development and know that Jesus is there for them.
Yes.
So
I think it provides all of us with a sense of stability.
True.
You know, and there's something to be said with that stability. I don't know, like, I walk a lot taller now, you know, like I'm I don't know, I just have more confidence.
Yes.
And
like,
noticed it in our girls.
Right. Yeah, me too. Yeah, and like, I think Paul says that he's content, or he references being content no matter what. Yeah, he says, not that I was ever in need, for I've learned how to be content with whatever I have.
Yeah.
And so, to me, that is because of Christ. You know, that he knows that through everything, Christ gives him strength.
Agreed. And, you know, you can reference the context. It's because he's in jail. And obviously, while you are in jail or prison, whatever you want to call it, you don't have anything, right?
Right.
But he's learned to be content even in that place. And I will say, speaking from my personal experience, I'm doing a lot of that currently. You know, on my leap of faith journey, where I'm not working right now, I don't have abundant funds available, and I am learning, and my mind and everything is changing to where I'm content with what I have. I'm not always seeking for the new pair of boots I saw, or you know what I mean? Like, I am content with what I have.
I absolutely understand what you mean, and I think that that is so powerful.
Yeah.
Because we are in a very, like, consumer society, you know? Like, everyone buys things, everyone has so many things that we almost start tying our identity to what we have.
Yes.
When it's like, wait a minute.
Right.
You should identify more with your relationship with yourself and with Christ.
And with your loved ones.
Yeah.
And And so at some point, you know, things are just things, but they could also be idols.
Yeah, they really can.
You know, you're constantly wanting this new thing or that thing, and it could be, I can't think of the word, but, you know, struggling with some of the words, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But when other people, like, want people to think they're better than they are because they have the best purse or the best
like ego or something.
Maybe that ties into that, you know.
I think it does.
And when you strip those things away, you can really focus on just being you.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Like,
and your spiritual growth and
yeah.
That makes sense though.
So I like that you read the extra verses, because that's what I got out of that, and I'm very thankful for this time I've had too. I can honestly say I'm content now too.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think, and I don't want to speak for you or put words in your mouth, but I do think that there's like an initial shock to the system, right?
Oh yeah. It's not an easy journey.
Yeah.
It does shock you in the beginning. And I think, you know, you and I have talked too, you have some remorse and some depression kind of sets in when you're kind of missing what you don't have anymore. I've told a dear friend of mine recently that, you know, I've just been healing, and sometimes healing is tough, but you have to go through it to come back out of it.
That's true. Yeah, and face it.
You have to face it head on, and I'm doing that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's not as bad as you would think it is.
Yeah, I definitely could see that. Like, especially the rewards are plenty.
Yeah.
You know, so it ends up being like, even through the hardship, it ends up being worth it. So.
Yeah, and it makes it easier. You know, another way you can look at it is, I used to be like that, always wanting something new, you know? And every time I would get it, I still wasn't happy.
No, you know? And you just want more.
And you just want more. But now, doing without, I have to be happy without.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
I don't know, it makes it different, so that I'm not constantly trying to use something to make me happy. I'm focusing on truly being happy. Does that make sense?
It does. I love that.
It makes it a little bit easier.
I think people strive their whole lives to figure that out, you know?
Yeah,
like,
could be.
Where they have all this money and all these things, and they've known, but they still feel empty on the inside, and it's because they haven't done the work.
Yeah.
Like the spiritual work that it takes to go without.
You're right.
You know?
Yeah, you've got to be able to be happy without before you can be happy with.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Kind of cool.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, but thank you for picking this verse. I think it was a great verse to pick. And I do just want to say, we would love to have comments, suggestions from you. Did you like the verse? What did you take away from the verse? We're always looking for suggestions.
Yes.
We love your comments and suggestions, so give us those.
Yes. And sorry we've been on a little break.
Oh, yeah.
We've definitely been facing some spiritual warfare, I think. I know everyone else is feeling it too. But we're feeling better now, and we're coming back strong. Mm-hmm. So we will see you every Tuesday from now on.
Yes, we've both decided that we're not going to let it affect us anymore. So
yes.
We're going to keep trudging through. No matter what, aren't we?
Right.
You might see us in our PJs.
We'll be here.
We're going to be here.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, then I will wrap this up with a prayer.
Sounds great.
Okay. Dear God, thank you so much for giving us this time and space and energy to come back to you. Thank you for your patience and for always strengthening us, even when we feel at our weakest. Thank you for Amber and for allowing me to have this in my life. I truly enjoy speaking about your word, and thank you for everyone listening. I hope that we can bring the word to them as well. In your heavenly name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry.
She took the
words.
She took the words out of my mouth.
Okay.
So don't forget. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.